The IDATA Project presents CCD detectors with Dr. L. Harper.
Astronomers use telescopes and electronic detectors to sense objects in the sky like stars and galaxies that may be too faint to see with the human eye. I'm going to try to use a few simple props here to show you how that's done. The first step is to focus the light with a large mirror or a lens onto something in the focal plane of the telescope that's sensitive to the light. That could be your retina, but these days it's more often a small chip of silicon. I have here two sets of nesting cups. There's a white cup inside a red cup. Now imagine that this set of cups is a star, and this set of cups is a silicon detector in the focal plane of the telescope. Now imagine that these pennies are electrons, and I have some pennies in the white cup and some pennies in the red cup. Now when a penny in the star moves from the white cup to the red cup, it loses energy. And when a penny in the detector moves from the red cup into the white cup, it absorbs light. So we'll start our measurement with no electrons in the upper energy state in the detector. Now, for a faint object, it may take quite a while to get enough electrons in there to make a measurement. So let's imagine that we expose for 10 minutes and we get 10 electrons. Now we have to measure the number of electrons that we have in the upper state. We do this with some kind of electronic circuit, and I'm going to simulate that with this electronic scale. So if I put the pennies on the scale,
30 grams.
It tells me that I've got 30 grams of electrons. So if I want to make a map with 16 pixels, and each measurement takes 10 minutes, that would be a total of 160 minutes. And if I want to do even more pixels, it would take even longer. If I want that process to go faster, I could use 16 detectors instead of one, and then in 10 minutes I could do the work of a single detector that would take 160 minutes. After our 10-minute exposure, we now have electrons stored in 16 detectors in a 4x4 grid. The next step is to electronically measure the number of electrons in each detector and then read it into a computer as a string of 16 numbers.